Welcome to the Grit of the Matter, where we talk about what it takes to grow through life's unexpected challenges. I'm Denise, and this podcast is built on 5 pillars: grace, resilience, intentional, trust, and thrive. These conversations are for inspiration and education only and are not substitute for medical or professional advice. Please consult your qualified provider for your personal needs. If this resonates with you, be sure to like, follow, share, and make sure to turn on those notifications so you never miss an episode. Now, let's get to the grit of the matter.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Grit of the Matter. I think one of the biggest things that holds us back is believing that if something isn't perfect, it does not count. And honestly, I think we've all done that at some point or another. Maybe you've caught yourself saying, I only walk 10 minutes, or I only cleaned one room in the house today, or I only lifted light weights today, or I only got part of it done. We say only like it somehow erased what we actually did accomplish. I do this a lot because I look at things that I have to do as a business owner and I say, I only got, well, I know I've done that, especially after my body started changing. There were things that I used to do that I couldn't do the same way anymore. And if I wasn't careful, I'd start measuring today's progress against yesterday's abilities. And if we really want to get into that, today my abilities are a lot less than yesterday, totally. I was able to do a lot more yesterday than I am this morning. That can become very discouraging really, really fast. But somewhere along the way, I realized progress is still progress, even when it looks different. I see this all the time. I see this all the time in mindful moments when someone says, I had to modify, or I need to sit down, or I needed to stop. I couldn't finish it right now. And my answer is almost always, okay, you still showed up. You still moved. You still invested in yourself today. That's what really counts. This is not just about exercise. It's about life in general. Sometimes we don't start because we can't do everything. Sometimes we don't celebrate because we didn't finish everything. Sometimes we forget that small thing or all those small things added up. So instead of asking what is perfect, maybe ask yourself, did I move forward even a small amount today? Because if the answer is yes, it counted. I think we spend much of our time waiting for that perfect day, the perfect schedule, the perfect body. We won't even go into that. The perfect amount of motivation. But life is not perfect. And waiting for the perfect usually keeps us from making progress. That's one thing that I really do love about my virtual 5K every year. People don't all walk the same pace. Some run, some walk, some use mobility aids, some finish quickly, some take their time. Me, I have to take my time. It usually takes me quite some time to finish it. But every single one of them count. Every single journey matters. Maybe today looked a little different than yesterday. Maybe you had to slow down a little. Maybe you had to modify whatever it was that you were doing. Maybe you only got one thing done. Do not overlook that, because those small moments, those imperfect moments, they are often the ones building the strongest foundations. Progress does not have to be perfect. It just has to be that you kept moving. And remember, you are not in this alone. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with me today. I'll see you next time. See ya. Thank you for being here today. If this episode encouraged you, please share it, leave a review, and turn on those notifications so we can continue to grow together. Remember, strength isn't about being untouched. It's about choosing who you become in the process. And wherever you are in your journey, you are not in this alone. This is the grit of the matter. So keep moving forward.